Hello everyone, it's Mana. I've been making a lot of videos for those of you who are interested in Japan, Japanese culture, and of course Japanese girls and women. In the past, I sometimes struggled with what felt like invisible walls in relationships, cultural differences that were hard to explain, and I don't want you to go through the same experience. So today, I want to share something from a slightly different angle. I've dated both foreign and Japanese men, and honestly, the attraction feels completely different. Of course, every culture has its own unique charm, but today, I want to focus on one question. What is it that makes Japanese men so uniquely attractive? There's a kind of charm that many Japanese women naturally feel and understand, and that's exactly why so many are drawn to them. Of course, not every Japanese man has these qualities, but the ones who do tend to keep women around them. And what's interesting is, it might be quite different from what you are used to in your own culture. So, without further ado, let's get started. The first quality is this: Japanese men don't usually throw shade, especially in front of women. In my experience, I don't really have Japanese male friends who speak badly about their friends, co-workers, or even their bosses. I think most Japanese men wouldn't say anything unless something really serious happened, and that often reflects a positive mindset. They tend to feel that complaining or criticizing others, especially people close to them, in front of women isn't very manly. They also believe that complaining doesn't lead to anything positive. So instead, they try to stay calm and composed rather than showing weakness. At the same time, many of them are actually very good listeners, and many Japanese women really appreciate this. It can feel very dependable and reassuring. The second quality is this: many Japanese men are confident, but they don't talk about it. They show it through their actions. In Japan, people don't usually praise themselves out loud. Instead, they let their behavior speak for them, and that kind of quiet confidence can look really cool. Of course, in other countries, expressing your confidence out loud can come across as trustworthy and masculine, and that's great too. But in Japan, both men and women tend to appreciate a quieter kind of confidence, something calm and comes from within. It's not loud, it's something you can simply feel. I think this comes from a cultural habit. We naturally pick up on people's energy, their attitude, and who they are without needing any words. The third charm is this: many Japanese men are kind. They are not aggressive, and they often have a gentle, soft way of interacting with people. Recently, younger Japanese women and girls tend to appreciate men who show compassion and have a softer presence. It feels more like a sense of connection, almost like being on the same team. That softness makes men feel more approachable and easier to be around. These days, many younger Japanese men use cosmetics and openly share these things with women. They can talk about skincare or beauty in a very natural way, which creates a new kind of closeness. Personally, I do like a more traditionally manly type as well, but at the same time, the calm, non-aggressive vibe that many Japanese men have makes me feel really comfortable. I believe that the people who are generally kind are truly strong and supportive, no matter their gender. The fourth charm is this: many Japanese men are not very talkative. Well, to be honest, some of them might not be the best at talking, but there's a really positive side to this. They are often great listeners. I have some male friends like this, and I always feel comfortable around them. They have their own opinions and thoughts, but at the same time, they genuinely listen to what I say. Because of that, I really enjoy talking with them, and I feel like I can trust them. I think they know that many Japanese women like to talk, so they naturally enjoy being the listener. The fifth charm is this: many Japanese men aren't particularly good at joking, but somehow many Japanese women still find them funny. As I mentioned in a previous video, a lot of Japanese women love men who can make them laugh. But in reality, it's not that easy to find someone who can constantly come up with great jokes. They do try, and sometimes their attempts are a bit awkward or unexpected, or sometimes their jokes completely fall flat. But that's exactly what makes them funny and makes us laugh. And some men even turn their ordinary unremarkable nature into a kind of charm. So if you have the confidence to make jokes, you will definitely stand out in Japan. And yes, you might even be quite popular. The sixth charm is this. Many Japanese men understand themselves well and they know how to turn their weakness into strength. If you watched my previous video about marriage in Japan, you might remember I talked about how many Japanese women become stronger after marriage, even if they were more kawaii before. Many Japanese men understand this and some even expect it. That's because a lot of Japanese couples see relationship as a partnership. They try to share roles, support each other, and fill in each other's weakness. So instead of hiding their flaws, they accept them and grow together. What this means is that when both people feel safe showing their weaknesses, the relationship becomes much easier and more natural. Some couples even enjoy a dynamic where the wife leads the family while the husband feels at ease supporting her. What do you think of this kind of relationship? And what kind of relationship is ideal or most common in your country? Let me know in the comments. So far, I've shared the cultural charm of Japanese men. But what about foreign men I've dated? What are the differences? From my experience, foreign men tend to be more expressive. I really appreciate their kind words and the way they show their feelings. I think it comes from a different background. For example, they were very considerate about my safety. They would never leave me alone at 2 a.m. outside. And they often checked on me asking, "Are you okay?" I really love those clear and easy to understand expressions of care. And I think that's something many Japanese women actually want as well. And still, I'm personally attracted to more traditionally manly men because as a woman, I'm drawn to a different kind of strength and a unique charm. I think many women are looking for someone who makes them feel safe and happy, someone they can grow with. And through those differences, both people can learn from each other. For example, when a man shows his physical strength, it gives me that little flatten in my chest like, wow, he's so reliable. But at the same time, Japanese men have their own unique charm and there's so much you can learn from them too. I hope this video gave you some insight into what Japanese women find attractive in Japanese men. Thank you so much for watching my video. Until then, I would be happy hit the subscribe button. See you in the next video. Bye!